Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel Crochet by Katie Humes. Today we're going to go over how to make a 4 double crochet cluster. For this tutorial I am using Minty Yarn by Red Heart. It's Red Heart with Love, and a 5mm crochet hook, or in other words an H hook. So this tutorial is going to be a little different. We're going to not start, usually I just start right in on the stitch that we're learning. So go ahead and make a slip knot, but this time we're going to go ahead and do a foundation chain of 10, and then we're going to do 10 double crochets, or I think it's 10, no. Let's just get started. It's going to be a little different than my other ones. So let's chain 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Okay, so it won't be 10 back. This is why I was getting so confused. I am really bad at math. So you yarn over and do double crochet into the third chain from the hook. So I think it's going to be 8. Yarn over, insert into the third chain from the hook, and do double crochets. So to do a double crochet, you just yarn over, insert your hook into the next stitch along, chain, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. I do have this much slower on a separate tutorial. So just do double crochets all the way down to the end. I'm excited to teach this stitch, so I had to do it in a little bit of a different way. The only time I've ever used this cluster stitch is during a hat, and I've never done it 4 in a row, so I will explain that in a little bit though, once we get there. Okay, so get your double crochet row, and remember this is just a tutorial of a small little square, so if you're doing a bigger project and you need more clusters than this, just keep in mind I'm only showing you a really small portion of what a project would actually look like. So you should have, let me lift it like this so you can see it better. You should have 8 stitches along now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There's our last one right there. Don't go down into this one. So our last stitch is here. So we're going to chain 2. We're going to turn and chain 2. And we're going to yarn over and double crochet down into that first stitch and double crochet down into the next stitch. Now is where we're going to do our cluster. Okay? So when you look at our stitches here, we're going to be working into the next 4 stitches along. Let me get that little tool again. So we're going to work into this stitch first, then the next stitch, then the next stitch, and then the next stitch. So these 4 are the ones we're going to work in, and then we should have 2 at the end of the row when we get there. Okay, so to begin this cluster, you will work it as your, like, the same way you would put in a double crochet. So yarn over, insert your hook, pull up a loop. Now you yarn over and pull through 2. So just like you would start a double crochet, except we're not going to do any more with that one. We're just going to leave that stitch how he is. You will have 2 loops on your hook at this point. Now you're going to yarn over, and we're going to go down into the next stitch along. Insert your hook, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, and now you have 3 stitches on your hook. Next we're going to do that again into the third one along. Yarn over, insert your hook, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, and now you have 4 loops on the hook. And we are to our last one, so we have 4 loops on the hook, 1, 2, 3, 4. We have done 3 stitches down here, and this is our 4th one. So yarn over, insert your hook, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, and you have 5 loops on your hook now. And to finish the cluster, you yarn over and pull through all 5 loops on your hook. So what that did was it combined all 4 of these stitches into one stitch at the top. So you have your 4 stitches, 1, 2, 3, oops, I started counting at the wrong spot. 1, 2, 3, 4 is what you combined into this one stitch at the top. So you're going from 4 down to 1. And now let's put our last 2 stitches in so you can see how the cluster looks in a piece. And this is what I was talking about. I have never used a 4 double crochet cluster. I have never made my work go down in size that much. So I usually call these decrease stitches, or when I make a hat it would be the decrease round. So I'm going to pull this out because I want to show you what type of clusters I normally do. So here we are, we have our first 2 stitches. Normally I do yarn over, insert your hook, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, so just like we started the first one. Then yarn over, insert your hook, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, and then yarn over, pull through those 3 loops. And that is normally how I make a decrease stitch or a cluster. This is the only time I've used this, is when I've done 2 stitches together to make the row smaller on the hat as you're going so that you can get the right shape. So what we did was we took 2 stitches and brought it into 1 instead of the 4 stitches bringing it into 1. So that is my tip on how to do the clusters, and my tip on how I've used the cluster in real life. I've never used a 4 double crochet cluster before, but I mean it could be needed for a project, and if it calls for that, now you know what it's talking about. So I hope you're having a wonderful day. I hope this tutorial was helpful. I hope you enjoy making clusters with me and all the other pieces that we do. So I will talk to you later, and if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up as always, and if you like my channel, definitely go ahead and click that subscribe button, and I will get you more content. I will talk to you later. Have a wonderful day. Bye!